Greetings, Sleeper. Esper here. And welcome to the Week in Review, where we have lots of info from around the community to go over, such as server info, stamina changes, deep desert, and more. So as we get ready for early launch, everyone's been chomping at the bit for a server list. Now, we could go off of what we had in beta, but as a community manager stated, that servers will be coming online as they fill up, so giving us a list would be pointless. Now, Funcom knows how many pre-sales they have, and as they've stated in the past, it's not their first multiplayer online release. So I'm sure that they're going to have more than enough servers to get us started. So if we go off of the beta, we have 14 worlds in each time zone in the US. Servers are located in Los Angeles, California, Dallas, Texas, and Washington, D.C. Each world is going to have 20 sietches, and the names of these sietches are going to be the same for every server. So that should at least give you a little bit of idea of where you want to jump to when you get going. We finally got to hear about the upcoming stamina changes in the latest live stream.
I mean, the high level changes it's something like this now, right? So heavy and slow blade have been separated as attacks. So a heavy staggers people now, and then a slow blade finishes them off, like it goes into the slow blade attack. So you actually, now holding the button, you'll actually do a heavy attack. All attacks have now got proper stamina costs attached to them. Mm-hmm. And then in addition, if you're in a place where you're getting into the stunlock situation, you get an ability which is called Second Wind. It just pops on. It starts to restore your stamina bar quickly so you can dodge out of any sort of stunlock in that situation. So yeah, we've been doing balance around stamina.
At first it sounded like Second Wind was a new passive skill, or perhaps it was replacing one of the techniques in the Swordmaster tree. But after asking Spice Mom, it appears that this is just a passive that kicks in. It's not something that you have to learn. So they added this to the game mechanics, as well as adding a stamina cost for your attacks, your slow attacks, and your new heavy attacks. And it seems that the hold for left click is now heavy attack instead of your slow blade. Your slow blade is now a finisher. So we'll have to see if there's some other button press that we have to do for that, or if it's just something that we can now perform on a downed opponent like we used to complete finishers before. It'll be interesting to see if the first boss in the new Eco Lab now teaches you heavy attack, or if they teach you how to finish with a slow blade. And this is great to know going forward, as it makes the spicy purple burrito meta work even better. So go back and check that out. There's some good tips in there that are going to work great with these new stamina changes. So for a while after the beta, I was convinced that the third faction was going to be the Fremen.
I'm sort of getting ahead of myself, but when we're working in some of the Fremen stuff in the future, there'll definitely be ways to do what the Fremen do, bury yourself in sand and things like that.
Okay.
So there'll be...
Then after hearing about the future plans down the road, it sounds like we might get more abilities from doing more trials, or perhaps even a Fremen skill tree? Then they showed the start of Act 2 with Alara Tuek in the Cone of Silence. This is either the wife or the daughter of Staban Tuek, who is the son of Esmar, who was a famous smuggler before he met his demise. So, with knowing Funcom's other game, Spice Wars...
Smugglers who above all desire profit by turning the tables.
And hearing them talk about the dynamics of the third faction and how it will try to balance out the other two, it's becoming quite clear that Smugglers is going to be the third faction, and I have to say I'm quite excited for it. They also mentioned some new building pieces that are going to be coming in Twitch drops, such as these grated windows and some of the other metal pieces that you see here mixed amongst the Chom set. So make sure that you tune into Twitch during the head start and grab those, and also don't forget to enter your code to get your frame blade. Then the devs stated that they're happy with everything that they put into the live version coming on the 5th, and they can just add anything that they might not have gotten to into their 10-year plan.
The game we're launching is the worst the game will ever be.
Anything I'm sad that we didn't get in, because for me it just adds to the 10-year roadmap that we have for the game that allows us to expand on it and build upon it.
The fact that they're planning on giving this much more content for that long is exciting to me, and I can't wait to elaborate on it further and see what we have to come. This genre has become my favorite over the years, and the fact that it's a Dune IP and having PvP in it is just the chef's kiss. I'm going to be locked into this one for a while, and I gotta say I'm actually really excited about this game. Then there was the info that sent everybody into an uproar.
His name is Shai Hulud.
No, not Shai Hulud. Alex and Ol in the Shroud interview talked about the player cap.
The deep desert is, I forget kilometer by kilometer, but it's a big map. It is split into threes. So 1, 2, 3 at the top, 3 in the middle, and 3 at the bottom, which is where people enter. And each one of those squares is a server that runs a 100-person cap. However, the whole thing, all 9 of them, at maximum will allow 300. So the short answer of it is that there are factions. You are either a Traders or Harkonnen. That 100 pop limit is going to be split. The deep desert is, for the engine that it runs on, it is just not designed for that thing, right? It's not designed like PlanetSide 1, PlanetSide 2. It's meant to be running your small instanced 16 on 16, 8 on 8 games, right? Not having 300 people potentially flying around going blap blap at each other, right? It's not made for that.
So out of 800 player servers, we're going to be limited to 300 of those players being able to go to the deep desert, and those numbers are even split between the factions. Just like everyone else, I was a little brought back and disappointed about this info. However, the more I listened to the devs, I realized that they're trying to make this an anti-Zerg type game and have it for successful longevity. Even when the numbers died down, all these mechanics are still going to work and feel fun. While I'm sure the Deep Desert cap is going to affect us at some point, I really am impressed at the direction that Funcom is headed with this one, and I am nothing but optimistic about the game's future. So as we count down to the Head Start release, get ready for a brain dump of info. I'll be uploading more videos and guides every day until the Head Start on the 5th, and then I'll upload more content as we play through the game. I want to say thank you again to everyone. You've boosted my numbers and allowed me to apply for the Funcom Content Creator Program. So wish me luck on that. To show my appreciation, I'm working on a giveaway for the channel that you won't want to miss out on if you're any kind of Dune fan. So comment Awaken Sleeper in the comments to let me know that you're an OG subscriber and that you've been here from the start. Till next time, Sleeper, fly low and fly fast. Esper out.